Hey there, what's happening? This is Eric
and Victoria.
And we are coming at you live from our home office in beautiful Marietta, Georgia. And we are founders of eMarketing Vortex, and we are here to help network marketers take their business online, take advantage of the internet, take advantage of the 2 billion people on Facebook, and
to the next level.
Take your business to the next level.
Right.
So our topic today is how to deal with competition. And you know, this is something that's been on my mind for a little bit, because the more we get into the technological age, the more competition is coming from everywhere. I mean, just think about all the advertisements people see on a regular basis. You know, back in the 70s, the average person saw 500 ads a day. Now it's in the tens of thousands of ads every day that people see. And now the competition is not only coming from the United States, it's coming from pretty much everywhere in the world. With the internet, people are getting online from everywhere. And so I wanted to go to some really sharp sources, some really geniuses to get an idea of how to handle competition. Now, one of the main people I wanted to look at, Jack Welch, who is recognized as one of the top leaders in corporate leadership. I mean, he is literally considered to be the Tiger Woods of business management. And so I've been reading up on Jack and what he has to say. But to kind of boil down his message is that there are basically 2 key ways to deal with competition. 2 key ways. The first way is innovation. And so he talks about companies like Apple, like Amazon, that, you know, they spend millions and millions, if not billions, in research and development. So they're always trying to improve their technology, and they're technology driven. The other way to address competition is through aggressive improvements. And so those are 2 key ways that you can improve yourself. And this, you know, what I wanted to point out is this does not only apply to Fortune 500 companies, but it can also apply to your business. If you are a network marketer, if you're an entrepreneur, you've got to start thinking big. You start thinking with the end in mind. You got to start thinking of your business as a big corporation, and that mentality is going to shape the growth of your corporation.
Yeah, it does.
So you're going to want to really look and dig into, how can I include innovation in my business, and how can I include aggressive improvements? And so looking at your business, let's say you're in network marketing and you're applying the traditional techniques that we all know about from, you know, back from the Amway days in the 1960s, you know, the 3-foot rule, or, you know, meeting people in the malls, getting people to come to your meetings, or, you know, creating a list of 100 people and kind of tracking those people down.
Shotgun approach.
Those are the traditional techniques, and that's pretty much what most of the people are doing in network marketing. So how can you apply innovation to that? Well, the thing you want to do is to look to see what the leading edge marketers are doing in the 21st century. How are they going out there and leveraging the internet? How are they maximizing their ability to touch people all over the world? You see, using a traditional technique, you can meet people that are right in front of you in a Starbucks, or meet people that you know, family members, business associates. But how do you reach out and expand beyond that? How do you go from the pond, fishing in the pond, to fishing in the ocean?
But targeted.
It takes innovation. It takes innovation. Without innovation, you are going to be slaughtered.
Dinosaur.
Slaughtered by the competition. Yeah. So you have to use innovations. And so how do you apply innovation to your business? Well, one of the things you need to do is to see people who are successfully doing what you want to do. So if you would like to leverage the internet to expand your business and move out of the 20th century, you need to look to see
century.
what people are doing in the 21st century and how they are leveraging the internet. And one of the ways to do that is to link up with a mentor, a coach, someone that's already doing that, someone that's already got a little bit more knowledge than you have about how to do that, someone that's experienced some success in this area, and also someone that is willing and capable of helping you. That is so powerful. Another way to do that is to link up with a community that combines a bunch of experts together that are doing this already so that they can help you to capitalize on the latest innovations. Isn't that powerful?
That is really powerful.
What do you think about that, hon?
Well, the thing is, you want to always be diverse. You don't want to be linear. You want to take your business above and beyond. And also you want to stay on the leading edge. You always want to know what's going on. And I do know that Facebook rules and anything with the internet changes so quickly. What they were doing last year probably doesn't even apply within the last 6 months. So you've got to stay on top of it, or you could end up in Facebook jail.
Ooh.
That's a whole nother.
That's not a place you want to be.
That's a whole nother thing.
It's easy to get in there, but it's real hard to get out.
But you want to make sure that you learn the techniques that keep you on the edge. I mean, I know people who were doing Facebook years ago, and all of a sudden they fell off the face of the earth, and they don't even know what's going on. So of course that would not be a mentor to me, because they don't know what's going on. I like sticking with people who know and are in the know. You know what I know?
That's awesome.
You want to stay with people that are in the know, if you know what I mean. So you want to stay in your game, stay on top of your game, and stay ahead of the curve. You want to know what's going on with Facebook. You want to know what's going on with anything having to do with the internet. Particularly if you have a business, whether it's an online business or you have a traditional business, even if you have a network marketing business, you want to know what's going on. So knowledge is power.
Absolutely.
You want to know what's going on.
Absolutely.
Because you're going to have millennials that are going to be in your business. You're going to have centennials. They call them centennials now. You got centennials. You got millennials. Every type of group out there, you want to know as a leader. You don't want your millennials coming to you telling you as a leader, guess what's going on?
And you don't have a clue.
And then your biggest cop-out, which to me is a loser cop-out, well, we're not doing it this way. You try telling someone who's grown up on the computer that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You gotta stay ahead of the curve.
Absolutely. So technology, apply technology to your business. If you want to compete in the 21st century, you had better find a way to apply technology to what you're doing.
Yeah.
Now, the other way to be innovative, according to Jack Welch, and again, he's recognized as one of the top CEOs in history. And again, you can apply that to your business. Even if you're not a Fortune 500 company, you want to apply techniques like this. But the second way is to be aggressively innovative improvements. So on the one hand, you have innovation, new technology. Okay. On the other hand, you have aggressive improvements. So you want to, first of all, look at what you're doing every day. This is my daily operating procedure.
Wow.
So you set your goals from the night before and you map them out. Daily.
It's called time blocking. You block out your time.
Block out every hour of the day.
Yeah.
And then you want to say, what are my top 3 priorities? What are my top 3 things that I have to get done? And determine when you're going to do those during the day. And you have to track your progress.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things you can do to be aggressive in terms of aggressive improvements is to time yourself. So if you've set aside an hour to work on a particular task, set the timer. Everybody's got a timer on their phone these days, on your Android or Apple phone. Set a timer so you can test to see how long it takes you to perform that task, so that you're constantly trying to sharpen your saw. The other thing is to be accountable. set up an accountability group. That's one of the things that we do. We meet every week so we can express what we want to accomplish the week before.
What's worked and what hasn't worked.
What worked and what hasn't
If it's
worked.
not working, you don't continue doing it.
But when you have an accountability group, an external form of accountability, an external authority for measuring your accountability, you tend to be much more productive. And one of the things you can do for yourself is to establish a reward. If you accomplish a certain thing by a certain time, work towards rewards. Or maybe a punishment if you don't accomplish this thing by a certain time. So again, focus like a laser beam. Focus, focus, focus on the daily activities. You see, a lot of people are so focused on the long-term goals. This is what I want to accomplish by the end of the year, but that's too far-fetched. Too far-fetched, too far out there. You got to focus on what do I want to accomplish this week and what do I want to accomplish today.
That worked this week too.
These are what we call micro goals.
I can look back and say this past week was probably one of the most successful weeks because the goals were there. Knew what had to be done, approached them, focused, made a little sacrifice here and there, stayed focused, and you've got to do that. Now, do I know what's going to happen 6 months from now? No, but I can control every week.
Absolutely.
You got to micromanage it every week. You can't control what's going to happen. Oh, I've got my 5-year goals, man. But you can control what happens every week.
So that's our quick message for today. And if you, by the way, like the information we're providing, if you find value in the content we're providing, you may want to take advantage of our free 10-day attraction marketing bootcamp.
Online.
I'll tell you, it's real powerful, and it's helping businesses all over the world right now. So with that, guys, hope you guys are having a great start to your weekend. If not, make it a great one.
And excellence will always prevail.